Hey coin lovers, welcome back to the channel where treasures aren't just found, they're revealed. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about coins in US history, the legendary USA Washington quarter. It's not just spare change. It's a gateway to a forgotten era, packed with rare varieties, secret errors, and serious collector value. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just curious about what's hiding in your pocket change, this is one coin story you can't afford to miss. So buckle up, hit that like button, and let's uncover the hidden fortune of the USA quarter. Together, let's get started. First up, to the 1965 Washington quarter. Dollar is one of the most fascinating and sought-after coins in the world of numismatics, capturing the hearts of collectors with its unique history, design, and enduring appeal. This coin stands as a prized treasure among U.S. coinage, especially due to its transitional significance in the evolution of the quarter dollar series. More than just a circulating piece of currency, the 1965 Washington quarter represents a pivotal moment in American minting, making it a must-have for collectors passionate about preserving history. With growing demand and rising interest in transitional-era coins, this coin continues to captivate enthusiasts and secure its place as a coveted gem in the coin collecting community. The historical background of the 1965 Washington quarter reveals a critical shift in U.S. coin production. Minted during a time of national change, this coin marked the beginning of the end for silver quarters. In response to a nationwide coin shortage and the rising cost of silver, the U.S. Mint eliminated silver content from quarters in 1965, transitioning to a copper-nickel clad composition. This change set a new standard for modern circulating coins. Unlike previous quarters that bore a 90% silver composition, the 1965 quarter ushered in a new era of base metal coinage. The coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and notably, it carries no mint mark, a hallmark feature of Philadelphia coins from this era. It symbolizes the economic and political realities of mid-20th century America, connecting collectors to a transformative period in the nation's monetary policy. When it comes to design, the 1965 Washington quarter retains the timeless and dignified profile of George Washington on its obverse, originally crafted by sculptor John Flanagan. The portrait, detailed and stately, features Washington facing left, framed by the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," with the date 1965 at the bottom. On the reverse, the elegant heraldic eagle clutching a bundle of arrows over olive branches stands as a powerful emblem of American strength and peace. Although the visual design remained consistent with earlier versions, what set this coin apart was its innovative copper-nickel clad composition, an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. Measuring 24.3 millimeters in diameter and weighing approximately 5.67 grams, the 1965 quarter not only represented a shift in aesthetics, but also in substance, which adds to its iconic status today. What truly elevates the 1965 Washington quarter in numismatic circles is its rarity in specific conditions and varieties. While billions were minted for circulation, making the base coin relatively common, high-grade uncirculated examples are much harder to come by due to heavy use and wear. Even more enticing are error coins from this year, such as transitional errors that were mistakenly struck on 90% silver planchets instead of the new clad ones. These rare misstrikes are exceptionally valuable and highly desired. Additionally, coins with full strike details, strong luster, and no signs of wear are increasingly rare, especially in grades MS65 and above. Collectors frequently seek out these top-tier pieces, knowing how challenging it is to secure them in pristine condition after decades of circulation. The market value of the 1965 Washington quarter is heavily influenced by its condition and potential errors. While circulated examples typically hold modest value, high-grade uncirculated coins, especially those certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC, can range from $20 to $150 or more. Transitional errors or silver planchet strikes can fetch significantly higher prices. So in conclusion, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar is a captivating coin that continues to fascinate and inspire. From its historical roots as the first clad quarter to its potential as a rare error find, This coin offers a dynamic and rewarding collecting experience. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious newcomer, the 1965 quarter presents a golden opportunity, figuratively speaking, to own a tangible connection to America's monetary history. With its distinctive place in the coinage timeline, growing market interest, and potential for surprising discoveries, this treasured piece remains a shining star in the world of numismatics. Next up in the 1966 Washington quarter dollar stands as a captivating piece of American coinage history, attracting collectors and numismatists with its rich legacy, aesthetic design, and growing appeal in today's coin market. Far more than a simple piece of circulated currency, this coin represents a unique chapter in American minting history, one defined by transition, innovation, and a deepening interest in the preservation of national heritage through coinage. With growing enthusiasm surrounding mid-20th century U.S. coins, the 1966 quarter has emerged as a highly desirable and often undervalued treasure that continues to intrigue seasoned collectors and newcomers alike. Minted during a pivotal time in American history, the 1966 Washington quarter holds great historical significance. It was produced in the midst of sweeping economic changes, particularly the United States' transition away from silver coinage. As a result of the Coinage Act of 1965, quarters like this one were no longer struck in 90% silver, but instead in a copper-nickel clad composition. The 1966 issue was produced without a mint mark due to federal efforts to deter coin hoarding, making it impossible to know whether a coin came from Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Despite lacking a distinguishing mint location, the coin embodies a period of financial reform and public distrust in currency availability, marking it as a tangible connection to America's mid-century monetary shifts. One of the most striking elements of the 1966 quarter is its classic design, which remained largely unchanged from its debut in 1932 through the bicentennial year of 1976. The obverse features the revered profile of George Washington, created by sculptor John Flanagan, with the word Liberty arched above and In God We Trust positioned at left. The date, 1966, is elegantly placed beneath Washington's neckline. On the reverse, the American bald eagle perches proudly upon a bundle of arrows, encircled by olive branches, a symbolic representation of strength and peace. The coin's diameter of 24.3 millimeters and weight of 5.67 grams lend it a pleasing heft, while the clad composition of copper-nickel over a pure copper core results in a distinctive silvery sheen that shines beautifully when uncirculated. Though the 1966 Washington quarter was produced in substantial numbers, over 821 million struck, it remains elusive in higher grades, especially in mint state, MS 65 or above. One of the main factors contributing to its collectible rarity is the lack of mint marks, which makes differentiating origins and varieties difficult. Adding to the allure are rare error coins, including those with double dies, off-center strikes, or improperly bonded layers. These rare anomalies can command impressive premiums in the numismatic market. The challenge of finding a pristine 1966 quarter, free from bag marks and with sharp details, only deepens the excitement for collectors searching for a flawless specimen. Market value for the 1966 Washington quarter varies widely depending on condition and rarity. While average circulated examples may only be worth face value to a casual spender, collectors are willing to pay between $10 to $60 for certified mint state coins. Exceptional coins graded MS 66 or higher can fetch $100 to $300, with rare varieties or errors commanding prices upwards of $500 to $1,000 at auction. The demand for high-grade examples continues to rise, fueled by collector interest in the post-silver era and the coin's role in American economic history. Its value has shown steady appreciation over the past decade, further reinforcing its status as a strong long-term investment for collectors looking to add the 1966 quarter to their collection. Condition is key. Seek out coins that have been professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC, particularly those certified in MS 65 or higher. Pay special attention to strong luster, sharp strike, and the absence of contact marks. While most 1966 quarters were released into circulation, brilliant uncirculated rolls occasionally surface from old bank vaults or estate collections, offering rare chances to acquire gems. When purchasing, stick with reputable dealers or well-known auction houses to ensure authenticity and avoid altered or cleaned coins. Proper care and handling of the 1966 Washington quarter are essential to maintaining its value. Store coins in acid-free holders, flips, or certified slabs. In conclusion, the 1966 Washington quarter dollar is not merely a pocket change relic. It's a prized treasure with historical depth, market strength, and artistic legacy. It captivates enthusiasts with its story of transition and endurance, serving as both a tangible connection to the past and a shining example of numismatic appeal. Whether nestled in a collector's album or showcased in a certified holder, this coin remains a cherished artifact of American history that continues to gain admiration with every passing year. Next up, in the 1967 Washington quarter dollar stands as a truly fascinating and highly sought-after piece in the world of numismatics, captivating enthusiasts with its rich blend of history, artistic design, and market appeal. As a cornerstone of mid-20th century American coinage, this quarter continues to spark excitement among collectors who recognize its significance during a pivotal transitional era in U.S. minting history. With its iconic profile of George Washington, striking design elements, and unique production circumstances, the 1967 quarter has rightfully earned its place as a prized treasure among seasoned collectors and new enthusiasts alike. Its appeal lies not only in its physical features, but in the historical narrative it carries. A coin that bridges the gap between tradition and modernization, minted during a time of significant economic and cultural shifts. The 1967 Washington quarter was struck as part of the United States Mint's response to a national coin shortage that had begun in the early 1960s. To alleviate hoarding and simplify production, the U.S. Mint temporarily removed mint marks from all circulating coinage between 1965 and 1967. Making this coin particularly distinctive in the Washington quarter series. These quarters were produced in high quantities at the Philadelphia Mint, although no mint mark appears due to the aforementioned suspension. The absence of a mint mark adds historical intrigue, as collectors must rely on other subtle attributes to distinguish varieties or quality. The coin was part of the broader transition away from 90% silver composition, solidifying its importance as a representation of a changing economic and numismatic landscape. The design of the 1967 Washington quarter remains true to the classic artistic vision established in 1932, with John Flanagan's acclaimed portrait of George Washington gracing the obverse. His stern and stately profile evokes the spirit of the founding father, while the reverse showcases the majestic heraldic eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, with olive branches below, symbols of America's strength and its desire for peace. Struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition rather than silver, the coin features a diameter of 24.3 millimeters and a weight of 5.67 grams. Although it lacks the silver luster of its predecessors, the clad version has its own sleek brilliance, particularly in uncirculated or proof-like specimens. With clean lines and well-defined relief, high-grade examples of the 1967 quarter are visually striking, making them standout additions to any collection that in terms of rarity. While the 1967 quarter was minted in large numbers, over 1.5 billion pieces, it still holds considerable interest due to its transitional context and the scarcity of well-preserved specimens. The absence of mint marks makes distinguishing origin points more difficult, but collectors especially prize coins with exceptional detail, strong strikes, and original mint luster. Some rare varieties, such as die adjustment strikes, off-center errors, or coins struck on wrong planchets, elevate the value and desirability of this issue considerably. Additionally, special mint set (SMS) versions produced in lieu of traditional proof coins offer another collectible avenue, with some featuring desirable traits like cameo contrast or highly reflective surfaces. When it comes to market value, most circulated 1967 quarters remain common and hold minimal premium above face value. However, Uncirculated examples, especially those graded MS66 and above by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, can command prices ranging from $10 to $100 or more depending on quality and eye appeal. Special mint set quarters with deep cameo contrast or near-proof-like characteristics can reach upwards of $200 to $500 in top condition. Error coins or rare varieties can surpass $1,000 at auction, particularly if certified and accompanied by documentation. The coin's place in a transformative period of U.S. minting history, combined with strong collector interest, helps maintain a steady upward trend in demand and price appreciation. For collectors seeking to add the 1967 Washington quarter to their portfolios, attention to quality is paramount. Prioritizing coins in uncirculated condition or obtaining examples from the special mint set can significantly enhance the value and visual appeal of a collection. Carefully examining the fields and reliefs for signs of strong strikes, minimal contact marks, and attractive and in conclusion, the 1967 Washington quarter stands tall as a captivating and historically rich collectible, blending artistry, tradition, and innovation. While common in worn states, its rare high-grade examples, special varieties, and compelling backstory continue to inspire admiration across the numismatic world. For collectors seeking a rewarding and meaningful pursuit, this coin is a remarkable journey into America's evolving coinage, and a treasure well worth holding on to. Next up in the 1968 Washington quarter dollar is a captivating and highly sought-after piece in the world of American numismatics, enthralling collectors with its historical resonance, striking design, and intriguing varieties. As part of the iconic Washington quarter series, this coin holds a special place in the hearts of coin enthusiasts, not only for its elegant aesthetic, but also for the deeper stories it tells of America's monetary evolution. With strong collector demand and a growing appreciation for mid-20th century coinage, the 1968 quarter has emerged as a prized treasure, especially when discovered in high-grade or rare mint-marked varieties. Minted at a pivotal time in American history, the 1968 Washington quarter marked the continuation of the coin's new copper-nickel composition, introduced just a few years earlier in 1965. The shift away from 90% silver coinage due to rising silver prices had redefined the quarter's identity. And by 1968, the coin was fully embedded in its modern clad form. This year also saw the return of mint marks after a brief hiatus, adding new excitement for collectors. Produced at both the Denver and San Francisco mints, the 1968 quarters with the D and S mint marks became symbols of the mint's re-engagement with numismatic tradition. Although not directly tied to any commemorative event, the 1968 quarter is closely linked to a time of great societal change and economic transition, making it a tangible connection to the cultural currents of the late 1960s. The design of the 1968 Washington quarter remains one of the most iconic in American coinage. The obverse features the distinguished portrait of George Washington, originally sculpted by John Flanagan in 1932. Washington's profile exudes strength and dignity, surrounded by the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," with the date 1968 placed prominently below. The reverse showcases the heraldic eagle, wings outstretched and perched on a bundle of arrows above two olive branches, a bold emblem of peace and military readiness. The coin is composed of a copper core clad with outer layers of cupronickel, giving it a total weight of 5.67 grams and a diameter of 24.3 millimeters. Collectors are particularly drawn to crisp examples where the reeded edge and fine detailing remain sharply struck. Especially in coins struck at the San Francisco Mint as proof specimens, one of the most alluring aspects of the 1968 quarter lies in its rarity and condition-based value. While circulation strikes from Denver are common, high-grade examples, particularly in MS66 or better, are significantly scarcer and command a premium. Proof versions bearing the S mint mark were struck for collectors only and were not released into circulation. These coins, especially in deep cameo (DCM) condition, are highly prized. Adding to the intrigue are error coins and varieties, such as double die obverse or misstruck planchets, which elevate the quarter's status among era collectors. The challenge of finding pristine examples from this era, when coins were heavily used in commerce, adds a layer of excitement for those seeking exceptional pieces. In terms of market value, the 1968 Washington quarter's worth varies widely depending on condition and mint mark. Circulated examples from Denver typically hold modest value, often around face to a couple of dollars. However, coins in mint state 65 can fetch $20 to $50, while premium MS-67 or better coins can reach $300 or more at auction. Proof issues from San Francisco, especially those with deep cameo contrast, can range from $15 in PR65 to upwards of $100 in PR69 DCM. Rarer varieties or certified error coins have been known to command several $100s, making them especially attractive to serious collectors. The quarter's enduring appeal and historical importance ensure steady interest and consistent appreciation over time. For collectors looking to add the 1968 Washington quarter to their collection, a few key strategies can enhance the experience. Prioritize coins that have been graded and authenticated by reputable services such as PCGS or NGC. This not only guarantees authenticity, but also helps preserve value. Seek out examples with sharp strikes, full detail in Washington's hair, and the eagle's feathers, and minimal surface marks. Don't overlook the proof issues, which offer a stunning level of artistry when preserved. In conclusion, the 1968 Washington quarter is a remarkable blend of artistry, heritage, and collectability. From its roots in the coinage reforms of the 1960s to its role as a cornerstone of modern numismatics, this coin shines as a prized collectible. Whether you're a casual enthusiast or a dedicated numismatist, the 1968 quarter offers a rich and rewarding addition to any collection, one that will only grow in significance as time marches on. Its appeal, grounded in both history and beauty, ensures that it remains a cherished treasure in the ever-evolving world of coin collecting.